How's it going, everybody, and welcome to Just Nobody's Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan.
And I'm your host, Daniel.
And today we're doing a podcast.
Woo!
If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button and also hit the like button and comment what you guys want us to talk about next week, and we'll talk about it. Let's get into the podcast.
So, Marvel news. Apparently, according to Daniel RPK, Midnight Suns is reportedly back in the works.
Really?
Yeah. And Ghost Rider is reported to be the leader of the entire team.
And there's rumors that the delay of Doomsday is because they're trying to get Ryan Gosling to be Ghost Rider.
Yeah, but that seems like they could just throw him in and deal with it later, right?
Well, not if they don't have a contract for
I
it.
guess so.
But it makes sense,
I thought
though.
Doctor Strange was supposed to be the leader of the
It makes
team.
sense that, well, with Ryan Gosling possibly coming to Doomsday,
Yeah.
that Midnight Suns
Would
very
happen.
possible, yeah.
That's true. Okay, next thing is Stranger Things Tales from 85. Now, this is the Stranger Things animation show.
And we saw some of the early concept art for that.
Right. But now it's set between seasons 2 and 3.
What?
Yeah, and it's going to follow the kids.
It's in 1985 when the show takes place?
Yes. Tales from 85 it's called. And it's set in between seasons 2 and 3, and it follows the Hawkins kids facing new monsters.
Like 11?
Yeah.
That wasn't in the concept art that we saw.
No, I know. It was completely different kids experiencing Hawkins.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's different kids during that time period.
Okay, I don't know.
You don't think so?
I think it could be them.
Wow.
And then it says the story is inspired by the real Ghostbusters, but also the animation is inspired by Arcane and the Spider-Verse.
Wow. Everyone loves Arcane.
So that's a lot. Okay, next thing. We got a lot of news from DCU James Gunn this past week from Entertainment Weekly. Okay, so he said he's writing a Superman movie that's supposed to be coming after this coming Superman in 2026. Or no, 2025, this July. But he said there's a sequel, but is it a direct sequel? Not necessarily.
So what does that mean? Like it's going to time jump?
I think it's going to be a team-up movie.
Really?
I think it's going to be Batman and Superman.
It's going to be Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because
Okay, this is why, though. He also said that Batman 2 is very important to what they're trying to build at DC.
What?
Yeah.
So he's confirming now that Robert Pattinson's going to be in that universe.
Or somewhat close to it. Yeah.
Because originally
he's saying it's very important.
Robert Pattinson was supposed to be a part of like the Elseworld universe, right? So they're
Yeah.
going to have the DCEU
Uh-huh.
or DCU
Yeah.
and then the DCEU, which is Extended Universe.
Oh.
And that would be the Elseworld.
And I think that's what they're merging in Peacemaker.
Okay, so now Robert Pattinson would be a part of
Yeah.
this new David Gordon Sweat.
But that's just like wishing hopeful.
Wishing, what's the saying?
I don't know.
Wishful thinking?
Wishful thinking.
Hopeful wishing.
Okay, he also confirmed that superheroes in this universe have existed for 300 years.
In Superman.
Yeah. There will be no Justice League yet, but there will be.
Right, makes sense.
Yeah. And he said that the post-credit scenes in the DC movies won't tease future projects unless it really works. And he said he learned this from Marvel's mistakes.
Because there's too much pressure on like making it connect to
guess
all the
so.
movies.
Yeah. And he also said that a Wonder Woman film is being written right now.
So what's like the fan cast on?
Adria Jorna.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess her boyfriend Jason Momoa is
Lobo. I think it works though.
Yeah, I could see it.
People are either saying her or Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
But I think Ana de Armas is in the Marvel universe, so I don't know.
Based on speculation.
Based on speculation.
Yeah.
Okay, also according to Daniel RPK, Hercules is in the works now at Marvel Studios.
Oh,
Marvel Hercules.
Marvel Hercules.
Not like a Hercules. Disney
Got it.
Hercules. Marvel Hercules.
So the Hercules we saw in Thor: Love and Thunder.
It's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
'Cause
we know
that's-
Thor
that's
5 is going to
Hercules.
happen. Right.
Yeah.
Another thing is Incredibles 3.
Now we saw the announcement at D23,
Yeah.
but it's been pretty quiet about what that story's gonna be about.
And we just got news from Hollywood Reporter. So Peter Sohn, who did Elemental,
Okay.
is directing.
Oh, nice.
And Brad Bird will be set to return to write the script. So
Okay.
he wrote past Incredibles, I guess, and then now he's writing Incredibles 3.
Got
So
it.
at least it got the same writer, just different director.
Did they say what it's gonna be about?
No.
Wow.
But we've talked about this theory before, okay? I think it's going to be about Violet.
Okay.
Because when you think about it, Incredibles 1,
Yeah.
all about Mr. Incredible.
Yes.
Incredibles 2, all about Mrs. Incredible.
Oh, that's true.
They're
Yeah.
just going to go down the line. And then they're saving the last one for Jack Jack.
Yeah. that
Everybody
makes a lot
wants
of
to see the
sense.
Jack Jack movie,
Yeah.
right?
So what do you think Violet's story will be?
I think it's going to be like more of like a coming of age type of story.
Oh, that makes sense.
And trying to fill the shoes of her mom.
Oh, that could
And
be
feeling
good.
that pressure of being Mrs. Incredible's daughter,
Yeah, that could be good.
but also being in high school.
right.
Yeah,
And like kind of what she has to do to kind of become an established hero.
right. Especially now that superheroes are back in Incredibles 2.
Right. And her
She-
parents are like the best superheroes of all time.
Right. So she's going to have to live up to that pressure.
It's very much like sky high.
Yeah.
It'll be sky high.
It will be sky high.
Yeah.
But then I don't know what Dash's story would be when it's Dash's time.
But it's like to live up to his sister and his parents.
I guess. But then Jack's going to be like, I think Jack's going to have to be the one to save everyone.
That's true.
Yeah.
It'll have to be an epic ending.
Okay, also, the Russo brothers provided an estimate, according to Collider, on the runtimes for Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars.
What is it?
Doomsday runtime will be 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Secret Wars will be 3.
Can you pull up how long Infinity War was?
I'm pretty sure it was close to 2.5.
Okay, and Avengers Endgame was 3. I'm pretty sure it hit like 3 on the dot.
Right.
3:01.
Like 3:01.
Infinity War is probably what? I think it's like 2:45 to 2:50. It was still pretty long, right?
2:29.
Oh.
So 2.5.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's basically following the blueprint.
How do they figure that? That's crazy.
They must figure it out. That is like the perfect time.
Wow.
Okay, also, this could be completely fake, but this has been going around Twitter like crazy. Okay, and it's talking about the teams that we're going to see in Avengers Doomsday. Okay, it's possible it's not true.
We're using Twitter.
I literally have it right there. Okay, apparently there's a team that's going to go to the X-Men universe to fight the X-Men and save Monica. Okay, now we've theorized that a while ago.
Yeah.
That Monica's going to have some sort of connection. They're going to try to save Monica, and that's how they're going to find the Avengers.
Yes.
Apparently, the artwork team of Avengers Doomsday is working on an art piece that's related to the battle at Mansion X. So obviously, that's the X Mansion, and we already see on the set that there's crushed and destroyed Sentinels. Right. The set photos.
Yeah.
So they're basically making the art for that battle.
Okay.
So there will be a battle between Avengers and X-Men at the X Mansion.
Which makes sense because we saw Nightcrawler talk about how he's going to fight Pedro Pascal.
Right.
But I will correct this. People were saying like Fantastic Four is not a part of the Avengers. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But
if you look at the old animation shows, they're fighting together.
Right.
As if they're all Avengers.
Yes.
And they're just Fantastic Four when they're not with the Avengers.
Right.
Okay, so this is what would happen. Okay, apparently they found out in the artwork it's going to be called Invincible Avengers. That's what the art piece is called.
Okay.
Now, it says the mission is to try to resolve the incursion between the two worlds and also rescue Monica Rambeau. This team, along with other characters from that universe, will later protect Loki at the Citadel after discovering the TVA and Doctor Doom's plan. Basically, they're the protagonists of the movie, the most important characters of the film. They're basically saying that the Avengers and the X-Men will fight.
Yeah.
But then some of them will team up and go protect Loki. So they're going to find a way to resolve something.
Yeah.
And then fight together.
And they're going to have a common enemy, which will be Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom trying to get Loki.
Right.
Now, they're saying that the team that goes to the X-Men universe is Sam Wilson, Thor, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, Scott Lang, Jennifer Walters, Yelena, Bucky, Bob, Bruce Banner, Shuri, M'Baku, Namor, the Fantastic Four. And the Fantastic Four joined the mission because they know Doctor Doom kidnapped Franklin. And Doctor Doom took him to the X-Men universe.
Wow, so it confirms the theory you said about
Doctor
Doom.
Taken. Yeah. That being said, we see that the new Avengers are now split up just by the description of that team.
Right. And we saw how while they're filming, right, they split up the Avengers again.
Yeah. So I don't know how they're going to work that in. Obviously, it's going to happen in like probably the beginning where we're going to see like the teams divide.
Yeah.
And they're going to work something out.
Right.
But they also said for the rest of the team, John Walker, Ghost, Red Guardian, stay on Earth 616 along with other characters to protect Earth from any other incursions. It's going to be Thunderbolts, Wakanda, the Talokan, and the Sorcerers. With Wong, stay on Earth.
Wow.
And they're trying to defend Earth.
So Benedict Wong will be kind of like the leader there.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking now is they're going to go, the one team, the Avengers team, is going to go to the X-Men universe. They're going to have this whole conflict, right?
Yeah.
And then the team on Earth is going to be fighting an incursion, right? And I feel like it might be the Maker's team. Mr. Fantastic, the Maker.
Yes.
In the comics, right? I think it's the Hickman run. He has a team called the Cabal. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Now, that's basically like his team, and they're like bad.
Got it.
So I think that the Earth team is going to be fighting them, and then the team on the X-Men universe is going to be fighting against Doom.
Which is kind of like the whole Infinity War thing.
Right. One team's fighting Thanos, another team's not.
Right.
Right. And they both end up losing.
Yeah.
Because
this one they're supposed to win.
That's right.
Yeah. Based on the logos.
So they could win. It's
so
possible.
They beat Doom?
Okay, this is where it could get crazy.
Okay.
They beat Doom, but it's a Doom bot. In this entire Doomsday movie, it could be a Doom bot.
What?
And Robert Downey Jr., it's a Doom bot that looks like Robert Downey Jr., but Robert Downey Jr.'s real Doctor Doom already is God Emperor Doom.
Oh, and he's using like a fake one.
Yeah.
But it's still really powerful.
Right.
Oh, that could be possible.
That might not make sense, though.
I don't know.
Just because for him to become God Emperor Doom,
Yeah.
he needs the power. So he needs like the Beyonder, you know what I mean? Or like something.
Right.
to
I just
get
hope
that
they have
power
that
from.
scene where like Doctor Doom grabs Thanos and kills him
Yeah.
without trying.
Okay, wait, now I'm making sense in my head. So it could be a Doom bot.
Yeah.
Another version of Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom could be God Emperor Doom already because he kills the Council of Kings.
You think so? That's how they're gonna get rid of Kang. They're just gonna have Doom kill them all.
Kill them all and take their power.
I just wonder how.
Because My Time to Shine Hello, credible leaker on Twitter, also said that Kang will be mentioned.
They got to figure out a way to get rid of him since he's been like.
Right, and I think to prove Doom's power, he's gonna kill them all.
To be fair, Ant-Man did kill Kang.
Right.
So is it that impressive?
But then we see like the Council of Kings,
Right.
Which should technically be stronger, but he was basically saying that King that he beat was basically saying that he's like the strongest of all.
Right. I don't know. I just feel like I think if they kill Thanos though,
Yeah.
because it's rumored that Thanos is supposed to be in it too, right?
Right. But when you really think about it, in Loki, they already made Thanos look pretty weak because they show how weak the Infinity Stones are in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So it's possible they could do that. I think they're going to still do the shot where he kills Thanos.
Uh-huh.
But does that prove how powerful he is? I don't know.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button and also hit the like button. If you hit the like button, something good will happen to you today.
So hit it.
So hit it. Also, comment what you guys want us to talk about next week and let us know your thoughts on the Marvel news. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on TikTok, and we'll see you guys on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and YouTube
We'll see you on TikTok.
next week.
We'll see you on TikTok.
God bless you guys. See ya.
Love ya.